this video, I will be sharing the BTArtbox full nail tips. These are their new release in pink. There's a few different shades of pink, and they have a pre-colored French tip on them. They are stunning, so if you're interested in seeing me apply these and share them with you, then keep watching. So this is the new BTArtbox XCOATTIPS, and I was lucky enough for them to ask me to share their new pink French tips. There's a bunch of different colors of pink in here, and that's what I love about their tips, is the fact that these packages don't just come with one color. So let's take a look inside. BTArtboxnails had asked me to share the new French tips, and I said yes, of course, because I did do a video not long ago of another set of their tips, and I absolutely loved them so much that I was thrilled to share a different color with you. So if you want to see that video, it's in the top right hand corner. I did some art on the tips, and I think it was around New Year's when I did them, where these ones are meant to be, or released, I'd say, more for Valentine's Day. They're going to be the perfect French tips, the colors for spring and summer as well. There is 16 different sizes, so you're not going to have any trouble finding your correct size. Let's take a look at the colors. These tips are the short almond. So there's all your color choices in this box, which is just amazing because you can get quite a few sets out of all of these different colors, or you can incorporate them together for different gradient type nails. So the first color, second color, third color, fourth color, and the last ones. And what I love about the XCOATTIPS is the crisp smile line. It is just perfectly done every time. So with these tips, they have two different colors of the base. You can purchase this as the pink base, and they have more of a brown base. So say if you have more brown skin, then you can choose the brown one, but this is perfect for my fair skin tone, the really pretty soft pink. So the base is sheer, so you can apply gels to it underneath and cure to your nails. So I will be applying these to my nails right away. I've chosen this color, and I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to apply them. You can apply them in 30 minutes, which is wonderful. And I'm going to bring out the products you use to apply them right away from BTArtbox. And I'm looking forward to applying this color. It's beautiful, and I might do some art to them as well, but you could leave them as is and just apply and do your builder and top coat. But they are beautiful, and I want to add maybe something to all of them, or at least one or two of them. So we'll be doing that as well. So I'll show you the other products we need. So this is what you need to apply them, is their gel glue. And then you need number one, which is their builder gel. And finally, their top coat. BTArtbox also has a mini UV LED light, and I like this light because you can put your nail in and hold it from the side. So it's perfect for doing these type of tips. And it's, of course, a UV LED, like I said, and there it is turned on. I think this runs for 60 seconds at a time. Nice little light, so we'll be using that today as well to apply them. So first of all, I have to size them on my nails, and I will do that right now. So I like to keep them right on here to size them. And I found one right away for the pinky. The second one in is perfect. You want it to fit sidewall to sidewall, but not go over. So that one fits really nice. So my nails are already prepped for the tips. I happen to have a full set of soft gel nails on, so I filed and then I soaked the rest off with acetone. You can see there's just a slight amount on my nails, and that's okay to leave it. I'm not going to do a bunch more prep for applying these, but you would just buff the nail, remove the shine. And then I also did my cuticles. I pushed them back, I trimmed them. So they are completely ready to go. So I'm not going to be showing you that in this video. So moving on to sizing the next one. So there's my next one. It fits perfectly from side to side. Usually I go up a size for the next one, so it's most likely going to be this one. And yes, that fits nicely. So I am going to spray my nails off now and get them ready. So last time when I applied these, I did not use a primer. I did not use anything else but what they gave me, but this time I'm just going to use a primer. They stayed on perfectly good, so you really don't need a primer for this. You just want to make sure you prep those nails good by removing the shine and then removing the dust, of course. But that's what I'm going to do this time. I'm just going to add a primer, even though you do not need to. I just like using primers. It just preps the nail better for the application. So I'm just going to use my normal primer I use on all my hard gels or anything, and I'm just going to go over the nails really quickly. So these nails have that little piece on there, but that's okay. I'll file that after I put them on. So taking the first one, I am going to take the gel glue. And you don't have to put it on your nail first. You could put it directly on the tips. And these tips are pre-etched, so they're ready to go. You don't have to file the inside of them. So we're just going to put a small little amount to cover where it's going on my nail. And then just a little bit of gel there. And I want to get that light ready. So when I put it on, it's ready to go. These are a little trickier because they are shorter. Longer ones are always easier, I find, and mostly when you're doing them on yourself. So we're going to go down and put it on. I'm pushing down and I'm going to, looks good, looks straight, and I'm going to put it under the light. So I like to put it in my bigger light to cure a little bit longer, and then we'll move on to the next one and I'll fully cure them once I have them all on. So there's the first one. Moving on to the next one. Again, the gel glue, just applying the nail glue where my natural nail would be, and then just a little bit of a dollop of it right there. So there's the second one. So finally the thumb. You kind of get to know how much you need on your tips when you're applying them so you don't have a big mess. And again, downwards. So now they are done curing. I am going to put a little bit of this away because I'm done for now. And now you want to just take some isopropyl alcohol, whatever you have, and you just want to wipe. And I like to wipe the underside a little bit too, just in case there's anything under there. So when you file, you don't have a bunch of dust getting stuck to the stickiness. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab one of my files. So this is 180 grit. So I'm gonna use the softer, lighter side to take off these little pointy things that are still there. You don't want to file real hard, just something that's just a really fine file so you don't wreck the pink at all. And I will just kind of go along the sides. Just be careful you don't overfile along the pink because you don't want to remove it, obviously. It's too nice to remove. Just lightly in case I had something seeping there. So that one is done. I'm going to go around the cuticle maybe lightly with a buffer, but right now it looks pretty good. Do this one. Again, along this side, just be very careful. I have a little seepage there. Just a little bit on that side. There is a couple of them that I do need to use something to remove it. So I'm going to use this. It's just sanding band and just on a very low setting. And if I feel like there's one here, there was a little bit of seepage, I got to be very careful. So I don't have it very, very high, probably about, I don't know, 8,000, 6,000 RPMs. And I'm just going to try and go along there without taking that pink off. And this one I think is a little bit worse. So now I will just take some isopropyl alcohol and remove any of the dust. And now I'm going to decide what I'm going to do on my nails or what I'm going to do for art on these. They're so pretty, just like this. Don't even have them top coated yet, but I'll figure it out and I'll be back in a minute once I do. So I decided I want to use these cute flowers. I think I'm going to use the white ones because the pinks are a little different. And I think the white ones will look nice with the gold little micro beads in the middle. And I might add some crystals. And I'm just going to do one nail. I decided because I do love this pink. So first of all, I'm going to cover the nails up with the builder to protect the pink, the French pink. It just does protect it. You got to seal the edges. And then I'll be applying some of these. So let's do that. So the number one, the builder gel. And like I said, you want to make sure you cap all of the edges so none of that pink will chip while you're wearing it. That's very important. I have a cleanup brush, so I'm just going to go around with that. So that one is ready. I'm just going to, I like to make sure it's capped really good. You don't want too much, but you want to make sure there's product there. Just like that. And then that one is ready to cure. And then I'll just flash cure it and move on to the next one. Again, I'm going to use my cleanup brush. And on this one, you may notice I didn't, when I cured it, it slipped forward. So there's a little bit of a ridge there, which I did file when I was going around them, but I'm just trying to fill it in with the builder, and then you won't even notice that. This nail is going to have the flowers anyway, so I'm not too worried about it, but that's what you do. You just have to push that builder back in there, and it kind of evens it out more. You can kind of see from the side. You can use a liner brush too to fill it in nicely. So I think that looks okay. Just want to make sure that I cap that edge really good. So that's looking really good. I just want to make sure I haven't touched my cuticle up there. Looking good, and just wipe it here, and then it can go in the light. So I have the builder on all of them. They're so pretty. And now I'm just going to top coat everyone but the ring finger, because that's the one I'm going to be adding the crystals and the flowers to. So I'll just go over the other ones quick, and then they'll be done. And then we'll just do the art on that one. Again, cap those edges, and it'll just make sure that those tips stay nice and pink and won't chip in any way. So definitely I could leave them just like this. They're very pretty. I love the pink, but I am going to still add those crystals. So I will be back in a second, and I will get the products I need to do that. In order to apply any type of crystals or anything, it's always good to buff the area before you apply your gel that's for applying crystals with. So we'll do that really quick. You do have the builder on here, remember, so you can just buff it up a little bit so they adhere that much better and will stay on so good for me. So that's ready. I'm just going to wipe with some isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm going to pick my crystals here, and I'm just going to pick a flower. I'm not sure what size, so I'm just going to pour a few in here. So it looks like there's just the two sizes. So I just want to see if this one is okay. It's a little big. I might choose a smaller one because I do want some crystals on there too as well. So I'll grab a little one. Okay, so I'm going to grab this is what I use to put crystals on with. It's just for applying gems. So I think I'm going to go more along this side here. So I'm just going to add some. I'm not sure how far I'm going yet, but you don't want it too thick. Okay, so we'll do that. And then I'll start applying and deciding what I want. And I do want some crystals. I should have pulled those out first. So there's some really pretty ones in here. There's pinks, or I may use these. These are from Daily Charm. They have the nicest crystals. So I think I'll do the more pink ones and see what we can come up with. I'm just going to pour them in a tray. And don't make a mess like I did. Just a few. So you know probably already, but these trays, if you shake them, it's just going to make them all upright so you can see what you've got. And I really like, I think I'm going to go with the lighter ones. There's a really pretty pink in here too, though. It's almost purple, but it's pink. I'm just going to grab one here and see. So see how that just really pops now that you add those crystals? I still might add some more of the littler ones. And then I need a smaller one over here. These are smaller than the ones I just applied. Oops, come on, little guy. It's so pretty. So I'm going to cure that, and then I'm going to add something to the middle of the flower. And I just want to wipe away any extra of that gel for applying these crystals, just so it's easier to cover up, but don't want to get it on those crystals. I'm going to add a little bit more of the rhinestone gel, and I just want to put a little dab in the middle of the flower, and then I'm either going to add silver or gold to the middle. There's a little silver one. I'll put that in the light now and cure it, and then I'm going to top coat around these. So taking number 2 and top coating, and I don't want to get it on the shiny crystals, but I am going to take a art liner brush and do on the flower and the little micro beads so they last and stay on and don't discolor in any way. And again, you want to cap those edges. When you get up right up to those crystals flush, then they just are going to stay on so much better. Now I'm going to grab a liner brush and just do around the back of the crystals and then on that flower. It'll just make them stay so much better. So now I can cure it. So here are my nails done. Aren't they beautiful? I love the BTArtbox pre-colored French tips. These ones are beautiful. I will have the link for these tips down in the description of the video, as well as I have a 10% off code for you to use. What do you guys think? Which color was your favorite? Beautiful pink colors. Pink's my favorite, as everyone knows. So I was really happy to share the pink ones with you. So I am just going to show you both of my hands now because they're so beautiful. I had to do both of them. Here are my hands, both done. How pretty are these tips? This pink is so beautiful. Look at by just adding those crystals and that flower on the nail, how it really made them look more elegant. But these are beautiful all by themselves. Like I was saying before, I just love these. I want to thank BTArtbox for sending me these tips to share with you. I absolutely love them. Let me know what you guys think. So you can see my other BTArtbox video up on the screen. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see everyone in the next one.